3, 6'9", 22nd campaign, St. Vincent, St. Mary's High School, an all-star, LeBron James. And the other guard wears number 77, 6'7", 7th campaign from Slovenia, Luka Doncic. Head coach, J.J.
Dave Pash alongside Tim Legler to call the action. George Sedano will join us in a little.
One of the most dominant offensive forces, not currently in the league, but maybe that this league has a feeling out process for sure. When you have two guys with this kind of usage rate on the ball, there's no doubt. Ultimately, their ability, their talent, their IQ will make this work. I think right away you're going to see the luxury of having a player of this caliber.
That deal was rescinded. He would have been the starting center. Instead, Jackson Hayes will be the starter for Luka Doncic. The third overall pick in 2018 by Atlanta, traded on draft night to Dallas. He'll turn 26 years old on February 20th. Out of there with it after an empty possession for the Jazz. And here's Doncic driving, puts it up, instead it's a lob. And Hayes with the slam. We know how Luka loves to lob it to his friends. Doncic off the screen, gives it up again in the lob, this time broken up.
John Collins on that last one, but this is what Luka loves to do. He loves to get into the paint. He had weapons at his disposal.
That injury. To the basket, kicks it out. Doncic hesitates, fires, and it's short. Took the Suns to overtime before falling. Luka behind the back to hasn't taken a shot yet. Doncic has attempted one. On the switch, Luka's got the big on him. Tries the three. And hits it. The first of many to come for Luka Doncic as a Laker.
Three-point shot, the way he just jabs and freezes defenders, particularly bigs out on the...
To move team
as a free agent, one level of Luka Doncic.
And to George's point, as Luka's passes off the mark, Lakers, when they get star players in on his face, as if to say, I've seen that so many times, that fadeaway as an opponent. Glad I'm seeing it now as a teammate. Hachimura's pass, almost thrown out of bounds. Finney Smith, Doncic drives. Corner three. Hachimura no good. Doncic there, cleaning it up inside for the basket.
And you saw a couple things on display there.
Doncic picking up the foul.
Finney Smith on the glass that allowed Doncic to end up with this bunny. But you see, Roy Hachimura is going to end up with a lot of clean looks now, even more than he was velocity.
Doncic gets the breather after 7. And the first quarter coming to 6 in a row. Foul should have been called earlier. So they're going to stagger James. LeBron was out there for about seeing Luka grow the most. He said everywhere, but when he's willing, he's been a much better defender than he was early on in his career. Three ball from Hachimura is good to be foul. 2 on him.
You know, he gets the switch, so he's going to go downhill against Markkanen, and you see him jump in the air, but realizes he's defended the vision, the size.
For the awards, even if he plays every game the rest of the way. Missed too many games, won't hit that 65-game mark. Doncic on the step back and drill the three.
They're playing the long game right now for sure. A lot of picks over the next 7 years. 11 first-round picks in the next 7 years. This is the option they're going to take, and Will Hardy could be the guy to lead it.
So Doncic does the Dirk with Dirk in attendance after LeBron, just like you we've seen over 22 years of LeBron James. Here's Doncic for 3.
Certainly Luka didn't have that luxury in Dallas at any time, and now they can play off each other. You see Luka again with a nice burst on the...
If they can compete this year. Doncic with the jab step, now fires. Can't drill the 3. Serving Dallas to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2011 when they won the champions. Up 21 late in the first half. Luka with 9. James with 11.
They're spread enough. Too much space in the corner, give up the open 3.
Doncic leans in. Foul. It won't fall, but behind Michael Jordan. Only Michael Jordan. Doncic, historically in 50 career playoff games, has been even better in the postseason.
Doesn't look like we're headed there. We'll see what Utah can muster in the second half. But I thought Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, when they first got like LeBron.
Markkanen's 3, not there. Doncic fires down court to James in stride. It rolls around and drops. 13 points for James, 3 assists for Don. Shot clocks.
Yeah, Luka turns immediately, see his eyes look up the floor, and then this is put perfectly to the right side.
Doncic on the switch has Walker Kessler on him. Luka penetrates, puts it up, missed the shot. Lakers shoot 60% from the floor. Unfathomable, but here we are, Luka. Doncic, 11 points, 3.
Luka, be you. Don't keep out is what he said. Be yourself. And we've certainly seen that today. So no one trying to be deferential out here, Dave. Everyone's trying to get their own game going.
And there were so many people as Doncic throws another lob.
They're talking about, barely scratching the surface of what this ultimately could be. I was good in Dallas at times because he also had to set the table for everybody else. Here, he has another guy that can do that when he goes into scoring.
It's the trade from the Mavs to the Lakers due to that cap injury. On a minute's restriction, so to speak. Going to play about 30 minutes tonight. Another dunk from Hayes, that time to LeBron. But Luka starting and gets the swap. An all-star and the most improved player in the NBA 2 years ago. In the Utah Jazz, there were reports that even though the Jazz were part of the trade, that they actually didn't know the pieces that were involved in terms of the big names as Doncic scores and won. And here we are, it's finally reality. Luka's first game as a Laker, he's got 13 and a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, this is what we always talk about with Luka, the deceleration as you get deep into the paint. Few guys are as patient as he is, and he's got the play through contact, but he doesn't really release the ball around the rim until he is absolutely natural instincts for facilitating or something that Will Hardy was really pleased with.
Doncic couldn't make that. This weekend in San Francisco will play in an NBA record 21st All-Star foul on Utah.
And Luka, that time takes this elbow right there, right to the nose. Isaiah Conley are trying to swing through and split that gap there between two defenders.
Isaiah Collier. Doncic finds James. Hachimura corner three. It's good. 10 out of 11. Air ball from Clarkson. Doncic quickly ahead, but the deflection, it still gets to LeBron. Downhill, scoop and score with the left off the window.
Got him once on a semi.
Averages about 25 per game. Doncic trying to hang with Markkanen. LeBron comes over for the double, gets the deflection, forces a turnover. James again. And a foul. Points.
Yeah, how long have we been watching this? LeBron James out in the open floor. Nobody is going to stop this man from getting to the. It's going to be difficult. They're going to, depending on how long this lasts, how big a hole they find themselves in Western Conference to come from those cells. You got Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, you added Klay Thompson, you've got role players, you got some guys that went to the finals a year ago on that roster. But, what Luka Doncic represents is just so unique and so special.
Doncic for three. No good.
From this end of the floor.
But as George mentioned earlier, talking about that Shams report, maybe more to come with the Mark Williams trade with the Lakers.
A lot more favorites here, and now he finds himself in a pretty awkward situation.
Doncic, his 24th minute, supposed to play about 32 future Hall of Famers. Luka's three not there. Sit, played 9 minutes here in this third quarter.
Yeah, J.J. Redick's dining room table, the salt and pepper shakers are never safe when he's sitting down. The number of things.
Salt Lake will see if Luka's night is over. 24 minutes, 14 points. Big lead for the Lakers late in the third. And that ends. How much you play the two guys together, how much do you stagger them? And the officials are at the monitor after the made basket by Collins.
A laugh on the bench, probably some part, saying to themselves, can you believe they're actually letting us play together? This is.
And it feels like the possibilities for this year and beyond are endless with his talent and teamed with LeBron James. All of those possibilities were on display as the Lakers tie their second largest point total of the season with 132.